Hello, class. This is Quentin Wilbanks again, and here we are with our Week 5 discussion. Um, this week, we have been tasked with using a new database. In the Jerry Farwell Library databases, we have found the America History and Life with Full Text database. And I am really, maybe I'm alone here, but I'm really enjoying using all these different databases. And I'll tell you, part of it is because uh, I've been doing research a while. I guess we all have, right? We're in doctoral programs, but uh, I've never used this many different databases before, and I've been missing out because there's different information to be found, new ways to find information. So I don't know. I guess I'm excited about it, and it's actually very helpful in my research. And I'll explain what I mean this week using the full text versions. I found some interesting interesting resources for the one the work I've been doing on the military industrial complex. My first article discusses the current precarious state of the U.S. economy vis-a-vis the rise of China and the U.S. proxy war in Ukraine. So, my research took a very different turn using this database, meaning it got very current. Uh, I've been doing a lot of discussions with other, people that have educated opinions as well. And that led me down a different road, that being what's the alternative? What will we do differently than um, have this permanent war economy? How could we still protect the United States from its enemies without it? The answer is we'd probably be overrun, and the enemies that the United States has are real, and they're spending money on research and development. And if we didn't keep up with them, falling behind would have some dire consequences, I fear. So that's one problem with this. How do you get off of a permanent war economy? How do we stop being a garrison state? So anyway, back to the research from the new database we explored this week. The first article was "Dancing on the Edge of Oblivion." Super helpful. A lot of information about the current state of the military-industrial complex. Extremely current, 2022 article. I guess you might even saw in the news how some of the other countries in the EU are upset with us because they feel like we've been profiteering off of this Ukraine crisis. So that's involved in that. The next one is Eisenhower's paradoxical relationship with the military industrial complex. What that's about is that Eisenhower warned us about it, but he kind of had a lot to do with supercharging it during World War II, with a lot of money being spent on the research and development factors. Uh, so there's that issue. And then, of course, the economic alternatives to arms prosperity. What would we spend the money on? This article really leads me to believe that the answer isn't to get rid of the military-industrial complex, and that should be looked at in this research, but maybe find a compromise, or some of the problems they talk about in the economic alternatives to the arms prosperity economy that we're on involve things that are relevant today. And if you look, this is what articles written in 1964, and some of the same problems exist today. The transportation department is near crisis levels. It was in 1964. It is again here today. The housing, the homeless crisis, um, education. Billions of dollars could be diverted from our permanent war economy into these huge domestic issues we have in the United States, and it would go a long way to solving some of these problems without having to remove them completely. Thank you for listening to my discussion this week, and have a great day.